data collection. So like I said, and you can also go to a 24/7 web online website in which you can ask your queries anytime. And during this webinar, if you are having any questions, then there is a small chat window you can see on your on your GoToWebinar account. All you need to do is type your question and send it, and we during this webinar will be responding to your questions. So now we'll start with the product showcase, in which I'll be showcasing you all the few features of a software. So once you go to QuestionPro.com, I hope all of you must have already received your login details. So click on login over here. So I have directly logged in over here. Let me log out first of all. So once you see sign in option here, once you click on sign in, the new page will open, and all you need to do is type your email address and password, and all you need to do is log in. So yeah, let me type my email and password. Okay, so once we log in with the mentioned details, then this new window will open, in which, if you can see, there are few existing surveys which I have already created. In your case, maybe if you're using this software first time and you don't have any existing surveys, this window will be black, or I would say white, and you will see only two options like create survey and default. So once you start creating your survey, then all these details will populate over here. So let's say these are the surveys which I have created so far, and this is the relevant information which is available for this survey. For example, the date I have created the survey, the date I've modified the survey, the status of the survey, how many responses I've received for this survey, and there are a few more action items like edit the survey, send the survey, check the reports for this survey. You can also copy this survey, and if you click on more, you can also rename the survey, you can move this survey, you can change the order of the survey, and you can delete the survey from over here. So if we talk about move, then here you get another option of default, and there is down arrow. Once you click on down arrow, then there are few again more folders which I have created so far. You can create your own folder and manage your surveys from here. So all you need to do is click on create folder, and you can name your folder, and you can move those surveys to this particular folder. So if you can see right now, I have the folders like faculty registration and intern. If you want to go for industry specific, then we have some few surveys already created, like for hotel and so on. So if you want to know customer and client satisfaction, related surveys, then we again have multiple options over here. You can simply preview this survey on clicking on this and on preview, and you can also use this survey on once you click on use. So these are the two options over here you get. The another way or the another option you have is, you can import your existing survey. So once you click on import from Microsoft Word, so this new window will open, in which, if you can see, you get sample Microsoft Word document. So all you need to do is download this Word document. You need to match the survey as per the instructions mentioned in this document, and you can simply upload that document from browse, and your survey will be uploaded to QuestionPro platform. So these are the three ways. So let's say if I click on start, so I'll start this survey from scratch. Let's say I give it a name, webinar part 1. Once I click on create, this new page will open, and in this page, if you can see, I am now at webinar part 1, and there are all action items and all the features, or you can play around with this particular survey. So today I am going to cover only edit option in this. So in edit, again, there is workspace, interface, languages, security, images, variables, notifications, completion, rewards, and quotas. So all these topics I'm going to cover today. Here, if you can see, there is link of this survey, and this link is shareable in any medium. Let's say, for example, Google, LinkedIn, email, Twitter, or mobile phones or WhatsApp. You can share this link with anyone through these medium, and the respondent doesn't need to have the QuestionPro account to attend these surveys. So this makes your job again more easy, because even if they're unaware about the QuestionPro, still they can attend your survey, and you can get responses for your survey. The another option over here is you get is a preview. You can simply clicking on preview, you can preview your survey. You can also add title for your survey. Like, let's say if I say welcome to QuestionPro. So you can add title like this. Then another option you get is you can add questions, and lastly you get option of edit footer and thank you page. So I'll show you how to add the edit footer. So here I can write powered by QuestionPro. You can also align this to right, center, and left. So I'll keep it at center, and I can also add link for this particular text by simply clicking on this. I can add link for this footer. Let's say if you are conducting, if you are doing your internships for your companies, then let's say it's Amazon or Flipkart, so you can actually add the URL of Amazon and Flipkart over here. And now this is how it will look like, powered by QuestionPro. Once you preview it, yes. So once you add the questions will be at the top, and at the end, this option, this edit footer would be there. And there is another option is thank you page. So let's get started with add question. So guys, you might be seeing this new UI for now, because Our developers, are very keep on improving on UI UX, and it they are making this software more user friendly. So these are few advancements which were not available in our previous version. So now, so this is the new UI which is available for question for this particular add question type option. So I'll be covering this all question types which are available in your software. So I have so QuestionPro has divided this questions into two different types, like basic. Previously it was standard question type. Now we call it as basic questions, and advanced questions. So these will be the two question types which are available. And the third option is library, in which you can add your questions in library, and you can use these questions for your future surveys. So now let's start with the basic question types. Again, in basic question type, we get option of multiple choice, text, graphical rating, matrix table, ordering, image chooser, static content, and miscellaneous. So let's get started with multiple choice. In multiple choice, again, you get three options, like select one, select many, and drop down menu. So if you can see, once you hover over it, you can actually see the preview of the question, and there are also few related questions which will give you a hint that for what purpose this question can be used. So like right now I am at select one question type, in which if you can see in the preview, you can see the question, how often do you conduct surveys? Then there are options like weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually. So before going to select one question type, guys, I also like to mention that there is another option you get over here is static content. In basically in static content, you can add the presentation text for your survey. You can also divide your surveys into sections and subsections, and we call it as section heading and section subheading. You can also add some descriptive text within your survey. So once you click on the presentation text, so you can actually describe your survey, that what all this survey is about, so that respondent will be aware that yeah, these guys are doing research for this purpose, and that's why we need to attend this survey. So that's how you can add some descriptive information about your survey. And once you go to settings over here, you can also change the answer type over here, like section heading, subheading, and checkbox. So yeah, this was about the static content, presentation text, and section subheading. So let's move on to multiple choice questions, in which we have option of select one. So once I click on select one, so this question will be added over here, and you can edit the question text over here, and you can add multiple options. So these radio buttons will be available, and respondent can actually select one option out of these. So you can also make this question mandatory just by simply clicking on required, and this star mark would represent that this question is mandatory in this survey. You can see this preview this particular question over here. You can also copy this question. Logic is something we are going to cover it into the next part, maybe next week. So make sure you also register for the for the next the next upcoming webinars. So once you click on, and these options are available like settings, copy, logic, preview. These options are available for each and every question types which is available on QuestionPro platform. So you can also change the answer type into checkbox, drop down, and select list. So this was about the select one. Then similarly, we get option of select many, in which what types of credit card do you have. So let's say if I like Visa and American Express both, then user can actually select both the options. And the third option is drop down menu. I'll also show you once you add the options. Once you preview it, so this is how it will, right now I did not add any questions, so that's why it's looking like this. But once you add the question, user will get these options and they can simply select option 1, option 2 or option 3. So this was about the multiple choice. Then the next option we have over here is text, in which you can add the comment box or suggestion box. So you can also change this text, comments or suggestion text. And once you go to settings, you can also keep it as single row text, multiple rows text, email address and numeric data. If you simply want to add email address, or if you simply want to collect an email address, then you can use this simple question type, which is email address, in which it is going to actually validate the email address. Let's say my name is Mahesh and @QuestionPro. So if I give any space in between, then that entry will not be accepted unless it matches the format. Now third option is contact information. So if you want to simply use the contact information, for you need to ask respondents their contact information. You can simply use this option type, which is contact information: first name, last name, phone number and email address. So this was about the text. Now let's move on to graphical rating. So guys, this graphical rating question types are basically, used by, majorly used by all e-commerce website. You might see, star rating questions, or everybody purchases something on e-commerce websites, and they, Flipkart or Amazon, you keep on receiving emails that would you like to rate us? So this is what the star rating is, and this is what they actually use it for, so that they can get some feedback for their particular service, let's say for their website, for customer service, or the overall result. Similarly, another option we get over here is text ladder. Again, you can give multiple options to particular respondents, like whether for let's say these are the three attributes you have available over here: website, customer service, and what was the overall satisfaction. and you can give respondent the option of very dissatisfied, not satisfied, neutral, satisfied, and very satisfied. And respondent can actually slide to their choices, like let's say they are neutral, then they will slide that round to neutral, satisfied, or very satisfied. The third option which we have available over here is push to social. So in push to social, I'll show you. So you can add the question like how was your overall satisfaction level with our service. Let's say if I give you give 3 stars, and then you can also add the message to the takers like thanks for the great rating, please share it with your friends. And you can also edit this text over here. There is also default sharing message which is again editable, and you can also link Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus links or accounts for this particular question type. Let's say if you are receiving any bad review, maybe less than 2 stars, then you can give also option of comment box. Please let us know what we could do better. So this is one more graphical rating question type we have available over here. Then we have numeric slider, thumbs up, thumbs down, which is like simply what do you think of Starbucks. So you respondent can simply select love it or hate it. And the last option would be smiley rating, which is the most simplest rating, I would say. And there'll be smileys, extremely unsatisfied, neutral, and respondents can actually select these smileys and you can get the ratings accordingly. So yeah, this was about the graphical rating. Now let's move on to matrix table. So in matrix table, again, there will be 3 or 4, you can add multiple attributes and you can get ratings for those particular attributes. Here we have option of website, customer service, and overall satisfaction level. And again, respondent can select any out of this. Again, another option in matrix table we would get is multi-select, in which respondents can be neutral and little satisfied, then they can actually select their choices, 2 choices or 3 choices as per their experience with the company. The third option is spreadsheet, where respondent can actually add the enter the questions, enter the text or comments that why they are very satisfied or not satisfied or why they are neutral. And the third option is side by side matrix. So basically in side by side matrix, there are 2 options respondent would have, which is how important these particular services are for particular customer and how satisfied they are with the current company. So in which let's say if product packaging is like very important for particular customer, and he is actually not very satisfied with the product packaging, so he can give importance level of 5 to product packaging, and when it comes to satisfaction it's uh, below 3 or maybe 1 or 2. So that's how you'll come to know your customers are expecting more for your from your product packaging or from your product, and accordingly companies can improve their product packaging. So yeah, this was about the matrix table. Then another option we have here is ordering, in which we can have rank order, constant sum, and drag and drop. So let's take an example of rank order. I'll click on this. So here you can ask the question that what would be ask the question to the respondent, what would be the preference of particular respondent, that whether he likes skiing, snowboarding, or biking, or what would you prefer, which phone would you prefer, like Motorola, Nokia, or Apple. So and as per their preferences, respondent can select their choices, and they can give the numbering to their choices. Like, let's say I like skiing first, then I like biking, and then I like snowboarding. So that's how the respondent can select. I'll also show you the preview of this. So this is how I'm going to select. You can also add more options over here. So let's move on to constant sum. So basically this constant sum, will be helping you to, again, preferences level of a particular respondent. So in this, basically user can assign 100 points, and user can divide those 100 points as per their preferences for this particular set of options. So in which, let's say if user in essentials, respondents would prefer gas and grocery, etc., and they would rate it at like 50. So again, for entertainment and movies, they will rate it as like, let's say 20. And another third option, you can give you car, they can give car, or any other option in which they can assign more 30 points to this particular option. So that's how this question type would work. And the third, again, in ordering, third option is drag and drop. It's just similar like rank order, but this option would be more interactive for the respondents. I'll show you. So they can simply drag and drop their choices as per and the rankings will be assigned to, like 1, 2, 3. So this was about the drag and drop. Then let's move on to image chooser. So in image chooser, basically I'll give you one example for this. Let's say you are creating logos for your website, and you have created 3 to 4 logos for your website, and you are really confused that which logo is better for my website. You can actually add those logo into this question type, and you can get the ratings for your particular logo, and whatever logo is getting the higher preferences, or higher ratings, then you can use that logo for your website. So I'll also show you how to add an image over here. So there are 3 ways to add the image. You can simply browse through your system, and you can add your images. Another option we get over here is image library. So these are few existing images which are already available which I've used in my previous surveys, and I can use these existing uh, images for my current survey. And the third option is simple Google image search. So all you need to do is, let's say I type QuestionPro. So all related images will be populated over here, and you can select one image from over here. So these are the three options, and there is another separate tab for images too. I'll also show you that. So either you can simply click on add image in the question type itself, or you can add your images from here as well. So again, you can simply type, you can browse, or you can use existing images. You can see all the existing images which are available over here. And you can also edit the names from here, and you can also edit the question from here. So it's similar for all the question types. Then in image chooser, one option is select one and another option is select many. And the third option is rating. Like you can get ratings for your images. As you can see, these are the 4 images, and there'll be few images you can add, and you can also add column 1, column 2. You can also add more images by clicking on add row, and you can also add columns. So column 1, column 2 and column 3, you can also edit this column by simply clicking on edit columns in bulk. You can also edit rows in bulk. So yeah, this was about the image chooser. I have already covered the static content, in which you can add presentation text, section heading and section subheading. Then the last option we have over here is MISC, in which you can actually ask respondents what is your date of birth. Respondent can select the month, day and year. If you click on settings, you can also display the time over here. Once you click on this button, the time will be displayed, hours, minute and AM or PM. You can also enable 24-hour format, and you can also set default to today's date. You can also change the date format. You can also change the year range, ranging from 1900 to 2050. So these are the options you get for this question type. Then another simple question type would be CAPTCHA, in which all you need to do is click on the checkbox, and it will be considered as I am not a robot. So the third option you get is calendar, in which user can actually see the calendar, and they can select their date and year accordingly. So this was about the calendar. Then the last option is maps. So maps is basically can be used for which state you are born in, or let's say you want to conduct your survey from particular region only. So you can give user the option, instead of typing their state or city or any country, you can simply give this map to show this map to them, and they can simply select their state. So if you go to setting, you also have option of India. So you can select the map of India, and these states will appear over here, and users can simply click on their state which they belong to. So yeah, guys, this was about the basic question types. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat window. Now let's move on to the advanced question types. So in advanced question types, again, we have various question types like customer satisfaction, data reference, image, multimedia, mobile, upload, logic. So I'll walk you through each of these. So in customer satisfaction, first option you get is net promoter score. So basically, these all question types are mostly used by e-commerce, online e-commerce website, where they actually want to evaluate or they actually want to see the how the customer is satisfied, or how the customer is reacting to a particular product or services. So basically, this question type in net promoter score, uh, you can ask the question like, considering your complete experience with a company, how likely would you be would you be to recommend a products to friend or a colleague? So, and the options would be like from 0 to 10, and between that, respondent can actually select any rating. The another option which we have over here is Van Westendorp price sensitivity model. I'm not sure if all of you are aware about this, but this is some formula which is even, in fact, I am not sure about, but those who know this formula, they can use this question type over here. So basically, this question type can be used by any company before any product launch, because they want to know how our customers are going to react to our new products, and how we can set any pricing for any particular product. Let's say if you're promoting any product, or if you're planning to launch any product, you can conduct this survey, and you can ask these questions like, at what price is the product is too expensive for you to consider? At what price product is so cheap that product quality is questionable? So these kind of questions you can ask to the respondents, and based on that, companies can actually set some pricing for their product, competitive pricing, I would say, in which they can make some decision on the pricing and their quality. Similarly, budget scale would be the same. Now, this was about the customer satisfaction. Now, let's move on to data reference. So in a data reference, let's say if you're planning to conduct one one survey in which you only need respondents, for example, from Hyderabad location. So unless and until you receive a valid zip code, uh, either you can use this question type and ask the particular respondent for the valid zip code, and based on that zip code, you can collect all the responses from Hyderabad location. Then another option we have over here is lookup table. I'll show you. So here you can ask, please select this, select the state which you live in, and you can give these many options. You can add these options. So once you click on edit, you can actually edit this each option, and you can add Indian states over here. So I'm not going to edit it, but you can edit. You can enter all the states, and you can simply click on done editing. So this was about the lookup table. Then another option we get over here is multi-tier lookup table, in which basically I'll show you. In which basically user can select, particular city, particular country, then particular state, and then particular city. So that option is also available. And the last option we have over here is store locator, in which you can add the address of your multiple stores, which are let's say if you are from Nike and you have multiple stores in particular region or in Pune area, that time you can actually you can add this map, and you can add all the addresses of this of all your stores. So this was about the data reference. Then another option we have over here is image or multimedia, in which basically you can actually add your videos over here, and you can get ratings for your videos. So now here I already have QuestionPro 1 minute tour, and I can get ratings for whether it's bad, good, or excellent. You can also add multiple scales like option 4, option 5. So these multiple scales also you can add. And I'll also show you how to basically add this video. So here, if you can see, this is the under video settings, you have option of you can see YouTube. So once you go to youtube.com, let's say if I select QuestionPro. So in this, after equals to sign, whatever key or code available, you can simply copy that code and paste it over here, and your video will be added to this question. You can also preview this.
What did you think of your experience?
Like
what
this.
can we do to make this event better? Every organization has key decisions to.
So yeah, so this was about the image video, and another again option is video rating, in which again you can add the video, and you can get a graphical rating in star for your videos. So you can also edit the question text over here. Here you don't need to only add the code which I was showing you, but you can simply just copy paste the entire URL, and it will be captured into this question type. You can also enable or disable autoplay here. You can also enable or disable 5-star rating scale, and you can also enable comment box. So if user wants to give any comment for your video, that option is also available. The third option we have over here is heat map and hotspot image testing. So basically, uh, if you can see, there are different colors over here, like red, blue, green. So any user let's say if you are, if one website is available like for QuestionPro.com. So which part of that website or QuestionPro's website you would like the most? So I'll show you one example. So I'm just simply adding this image for example. So once you add this image, basically users can actually select
What did you
this
think of your
particular.
experience? What can we do to make this event better? Every organization has key decisions to make.
This video will cover the basics of creating.
So users can basically, select, let's say I like this pen. So user can actually select their area of choices, and that those choices will be stored on your reports. So there are separate reports for heat map image testing and hotspot image testing. And again, in hotspot image testing, the another option you get is, let's say if I add QuestionPro's logo. So if I add this logo and I want to get feedback for this particular logo P, I'll name it as logo, click on OK, and save this question. So once you preview this, user get option of,
What did you think of your experience? What can we do to
green.
make this event better? Every
In
organization has
green there
key
is thumbs
decisions to
up and
make.
in red there is
QuestionPro
thumbs
survey
down.
software makes
So
getting
user can
answers
select
easy.
thumbs up and thumbs
Create,
down.
distribute, and analyze surveys like a pro.
So again, there will be separate reports for these types of questions, and those will be covered later on in part 2 and part 3 webinars. So this was about the image of multimedia. Then in mobile, we have, you can actually assign QR code, stopwatch, barcode, and QR code reader. In upload, again, I mean, you go to any website, and if you're planning to apply for, any position in particular company, they will ask you for, your CVs. So this is the same option you can use anywhere. If users or respondents want to attach or upload any file, you can use this question type, and users will be able to attach and upload their files, photos, or anything. And there is also the upload limit of 10 MB for each file. Then if you are conducting your survey over the mobile or let's say tablet, then you can also add this option, and you can take signature for the of particular respondents over your tablet or mobile phones. So in upload, again, we get these two options. In logic, the logic part is we are going to cover this into, next webinar. So because this logic part is kind of little vast, and it will need a separate webinar to explain. So in the next webinar, we'll be covering logic and custom logic. Then another option over here we have is choice models. In choice models, again, we have discrete choice and max diff analysis. So there is these kind of questions are, basically question types are used basically for uh, in-depth analysis of, customer preferences or customer choices. So let's say if I select on max diff, So I get these options like, out of these four, cards or card providers, which one you would prefer the most and the least. So when it comes to any company, for example, let's say it's QuestionPro, and we have other competitors like Google Forms or SurveyMonkey. So it is very important for us to know that what would our customers or people would prefer, like whether they will go with the SurveyMonkey, Google Forms, or QuestionPro. So we basically can conduct this survey and give those 4 5 options, and actually can get analysis where we stand in where we stand in the market. People are preferring whether QuestionPro or any other platform over us. So you can give user the option of most preferred um, provider and least preferred provider. So this was about the match diff analysis. And again, if you want to go in-depth analysis of user preferences, like at that time, discrete choice would really help you. I'll show you first of all how to use this question type. Basically, I'll add this question first, and I'll show you the preview. So in this preview, if you can see, respondent would get these three attributes like brand, price, or size, brand, price, and size, and accordingly there are few permutation and combinations of pricing, then brand, and the sizes. So let's say if I select VZO USD 1500 and 36 inches. So in USD 1500 I'm getting 36 inches TV, then I would prefer VZO. In next, I'm getting another combination of different brand and different pricing. So let's say I'll select the brand LG. So these kind of permutation and combinations you can give the respondents, and basically what this will help you to achieve is, for example, you will come to know the customer's behavior, basically whether they are considering brand over the price or price over the brand, and that's how you can analyze your market value, that even if our product is costly, still people are preferring our brand because we are providing good service. So these kind of analysis, in-depth analysis, are possible out of these questions. And in this these two question types, which is match diff and discrete choice, you can generate the separate reports for these two question types. Now I'll show you, you can add these tasks. For example, till you can add this task 28, and the concepts which I showcase, you can add those concepts like maximum four permutation, four concepts at a time user can add, and you can edit the features over here. You can also edit the levels, and accordingly for which company you're working for, or you're doing your internship with, you can actually use this particular maybe question type for your future surveys. So yeah, this was about the choice model. Then there was one of our healthcare client. I'm not sure if you guys are going to need this question type, but we have created one question type for one of our healthcare client, in which basically patients can select their pain areas, and accordingly doctors can treat them. So I'll just give you a glimpse of it. Yes. So actually patient can select their if there is any chest pain or head pain. So these kind of areas patients can select, and doctor can treat them accordingly. And lastly, we have add-ons like complex grid, flex matrix. So again, these are few more add-ons which we are providing. Then you have option of numeric validator. Let's say enter your salary, and that has to be in digits. So it actually can validate the numeric data. Then another option we get is community recruitment. Let's say if you want to join particular community, please enter your details over here, first name, last name, and email address. And lastly, we have option of Facebook Connect. So guys, these were all basic question types and advanced question types. If at all you guys are having any questions, you can still uh, ping us on this chat window, and I'll be happy to answer those questions. So basically this was about the edit question. So let's say I have created these many questions. Now let's move on to interface. So in interface, if you're working for company like Amazon or Facebook or any e-commerce company or social media company, and if you want to make your survey more interactive, and if you want to keep your surveys as per their website color scheme. So right now this color scheme is default for QuestionPro's website look and feel. So you can also change the look and feel and change the color of your surveys by simply click on these color schemes. Then you can also change few navigations or uh, progress bar location, for example. So in navigation, progress bar location would be right now it's at top center. You can also change the location of the progress bar into top left, top right, bottom left, bottom center. You can also change the survey width. You can change the next button text. You can also change the done button text, and you can also enable and enable or disable back button or exit button text. So these are the options we have, and the third option is search. Simply like you do in Word on any Word document, for any particular word, if you want to replace that particular word with another word, all you need to do is write the existing word and write the new word down here. You can, if you would like to conduct pen and paper survey, you can simply print your survey from here and you can conduct pen and paper survey. You can also download this survey into Microsoft Word format and Adobe PDF format. You can also change the header from over here. I mean, if you want to keep this header at center, you can also align it to the center, and it will be aligned to center. So this is how it will look like now. So you can change the header settings from here. And the most important thing is logo. You can actually, add any logo for your survey, for which company or college, you are doing your internship with any particular company, or if you want to show it to your professors, then you can add your college's logo. So yeah, so this was about the interface. Now the third option we have over here is languages. So QuestionPro supports more than 75 languages, including many regional language like Hindi, Gujarati, Tamil, Telugu. And if you want to conduct any if you want to conduct any survey in your local language, which is not available over here, so you can simply go to questionpro.com, and you can get in touch with our technical representatives, and they can help you with creating a local language survey. So yeah, So this was about the workspace, interface, and languages. Now the third option we have over here is security. So basically, you can authenticate your survey with multiple options, which features QuestionPro has. Like you can set a global password for your survey. You can also set email address and password for your survey, and for invalid email address, you can also write down the text. You can also choose the existing email list for email address authentication. Then another option you have is username or password. The third option is participant ID. There will be one unique key which will be assigned, and you can also customize the authentication messages. And another option is only password email will be detected automatically. And the lastly, the option we have is email invites only. So these security features are not important, so I won't cover these features. Uh, so next option we have is unique respondent enabling and disabling. So basically, this feature is going to help you, whenever you are conducting any online test or quiz, that time, if you want a particular respondent to conduct that survey only once, and so that that particular respondent won't be able to attend that survey one more time. So you need to do is enable this option or turn on this option, prevent ballot box stuffing. So basically what the system will do is once the survey is conducted by any particular IP address of the system, then that IP address will be blocked and it won't be able to attend your survey one more time. So yeah, this is how you can also avoid the duplicates or unwanted responses, I would say. So let's say if you also get your survey is lengthy and you want to give user option of save and continue. So that option is also available. So if you are creating a 30 or 40 questions questionnaire, then that time user will be you can give this option to save and continue, and you can also change the button text from here. If you're conducting any online test or quiz, you can also set the timer for your survey. So after let's say if you set this timer to 76, so after 76 minutes, your survey will be redirected to particular your thank you page or any other website which you are set up with. So till 90 minutes you can set up this timer for the survey from 1 to 90. So yeah, so this was about the security. Images is something which I have already covered. Variables will be covering in a logic part. So right now we won't be covering this. So let's move on to notification. So in notification, you can set the thank you mail to all successful respondents, and you can also change the subject line over here, and you can also add the thank you message, and you can also attach the files or logos or upload the files from here. Then another option we get is admin confirmation email, in which once your survey is attended, to this email address, this particular email address, admin will get notified after every successful responses. Then again in this you get option of email administrator and distribution list. So email will be sent to administrator as well as the list to which this survey is distributed, or simply email distribution list. So yeah, this was about the standard email notification. You can also add action alerts, custom notifications in which you can add new action, like for email server administrator. If you receive email from particular, you know, if you are expecting any email from particular email address, you can write down their email address, or you can also write down the name or subject. So yeah, so this was about the notifications. So now let's move on to completion. So in completion, we first option we have is finish options, in which once your survey is completed, so either you can you know redirect the respondent to particular website. You can also add the text, link text, and you can also add the message to to the respondent. So this one option you get is thank you page with the link. Then you can simply use automatic redirect for let's say once my survey is done, I want you to guys to redirect it to QuestionPro's website. So I can simply add the QuestionPro's website over here, and once the survey is complete, you will be automatically redirected to QuestionPro website. Then another option we have over here is Spotlight Report, which is again we'll be covering in logic section. So right now I'll skip this. Another option you get is forward to a friend. Users can, respondent can review or print the survey once you give this option to respondents. And lastly, the rewards option. In rewards option, uh, again you can set the qualifying criteria for the rewards, like qualifying criteria will be all completed respondents. You can also set the reward end date. You can also select the rewards, like for example right now we have these rewards: amazon.com gift card, Starbucks gift card, Tango gift card. So if you want to add something more or more rewards, then maybe you can get in touch with our technical team and they can help you out with that too. Though then this was about the all complete respondents. For example, you want to reward all the respondents who have completed your survey. You can also set the survey quiz score. You can set this score range between 0 to 10 or 0 to 50. Again, you can similarly you can also change the reward end date. And for non-qualifiers, again you can set the thank you page with the link or automatic redirect. And let's say for this first n number of completes, like for first 5 respondents, you need to reward them. You want to reward them, then you can also set that limit to first 5 completes or completed responses. And you can also draw the random winner. The terms and conditions button is also available, and you can also add the terms and conditions. Again, here you get you can select the rewards accordingly. So this was about the finish options. Now let's quickly move on to validation message. This is something which is I have already told you. You can make all of your questions mandatory, and this message would appear in. You can also change the text of that message as per your surveys. Let's say now let's move on to interactive survey tools. in which if you want to make your survey more interactive, then I mean to say by that on one single page there should be only one question. So that is something which is you can achieve from here. All you need to do is simply click on interactive mode. You need to save the changes, and one single question will appear on only one page. So yeah, so this was about the completion. Rewards is again the same, which I have already explained you guys. And the last one is quotas. In quotas, basically in quotas you can either keep your survey active or inactive. You can also choose the close date from here. Let's say by 31st May I want to finish this survey, and the link won't be accessible after 1st June. You can also set the response quota between 0 to 10. Let's say if you only need first 50 responses, so you can set this quota for first 50 responses. After that, the link will be disabled. So this was about the quota control, and there are few more options like weighted quota criteria and advanced quota control. It's again the same. You can actually give weightage like for this what state you are born in, then you can set weightage for this particular uh, question in your survey. And in advanced quota control, you can set one advanced quota control. You can set the target count for your quota, and you can select the question, and once this quota will reach to this selected choice, like let's say if you say you say target count would be 10, after that you won't receive any responses for this particular question. So yes guys, this was about the edit question tab, in which I have almost covered all question types. I hope you guys have you guys have enjoyed this webinar, and if at all you have any questions on the same, you can still ask me, or you can simply reach out to uh, the email address which we have already mentioned, which is edu-india@questionpro.com. So guys, thanks a lot for your time.
Mahesh, Mahesh?
Yeah, Tripti.
Hey, I guess we are nearing the end of the webinar now.
Yes.
I just thought like let's just interact with the students for a few minutes and ask as to how did they feel about the webinar, and if they had particularly any questions with us, because there were some of the questions coming in, and we had
Okay.
answered to those as well. But I just wanted to understand from the students once as to how are they feeling about it, and what are their like what is your feedback for us? Do you guys want us to conduct these webinars in a certain other way for your understanding or so? Guys, are you able to hear me? Mahesh, is there a way where we could probably unmute all the attendees right now?
Let me see. If I can. I
Yeah,
have
I
unmuted.
think everyone is unmuted now.
No, 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 no. I just tried unmute. I think now, right now, Ankit is unmuted. So,
Okay.
Ankit, are you able to hear me? Ankit Mittal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm able.
Yeah. So, Ankit, do you have any questions?
No, sir. Don't have any questions.
Ankit, we wanted to understand from you guys, first of all, like which college are you from?
I'm from RSC School of Built Environment, Noida.
All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. We do have RICS on board. So, Ankit, how did you find this webinar? So, do you know like what we were trying to do over here in the first part of this webinar? Did
Yes,
you
ma'am.
find it useful? And is there any feedback that you might have for us? So that we can get more and more students on board for these webinars and help you with your internship projects.
Yes, ma'am. I found this very useful because we haven't done anything of such sort yet,
Okay.
and it showed very detailed process how to create a questionnaire,
Right.
and it would be useful if you could show uh, an example, like a complete example for this.
Okay, okay. So you're
So it
saying if we
will with
could
us.
include certain examples on how do you create questionnaires, if there was a particular industry
Yeah.
specific topic, is it? All
Yes.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, I think we can do that. Definitely, like that's a very nice suggestion that has coming from your end. Probably in the part 2 and part 3 webinar that we'll be hosting in the next week and the further other week, we can include certain industry specific examples also just for your better understanding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
That's what it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ankit. We'll just try and unmute a few other people also and ask from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abhinav? Hello, Abhinav, are you there? No, Abhinav seems to be offline.
He's muted again. Let me check. No, I don't think he's there. Let's
Yeah.
try Deep Basu.
Yeah. Hey, Deep.
Deep,
No, these guys aren't there, I believe.
I can unmute Palash. Palash Jaiswal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Try and unmute once.
Oh, it's not happening.
Sonit?
So, Sohit,
Yeah.
Sohit is there.
Yes, Sohit, we were receiving some of your questions during the webinar also. How did you find this webinar today?
And the webinar was interesting. Actually, my main concern was that the webinar focused only on the survey part.
Right.
So during internship, survey is just a part of internship. So how about the other
Yeah, yeah.
aspects of it?
So, how we have planned to go about the entire internships project with your college is that we will be conducting these webinars in 3 parts because QuestionPro in itself is such a vast software. We will not be able to cover all of the features and specifications in one go. So, what we have decided is we have divided the entire thing into 3 parts. The first webinar that was conducted today talked mainly about, edit surveys, create surveys, what are the different types of questions that can be used in your surveys, and what are the other, settings features that can be used while creating a survey. Now, the second part of the webinar, which will be held next week, will talk about how do you send out your survey, what are the different logics that can be used in a survey. For example, there are piping text question types and certain other things. And thirdly, in the third webinar, we will be talking more about the report sections. So once you have collected the respondents, you've sent out your survey, you've collected the responses, how do you further analyze these responses and how do you, collate them into reports and where all can you use these reports? Does that answer to your question?
Partially it does answer, but the main concern was that everything is focused around survey only. We
Mhm.
are going to ask, we are going to collect the responses.
Right.
So it's focused on that only, right?
Right, right, right. See, the thing is that because these QuestionPro in itself is a survey software. Uh, what we can do is we are the entire thing is revolving around how do you conduct surveys and how do you conduct these research projects when it comes to going into the market and conducting a market research or collecting the respondents. And once you have the responses with you, how do you analyze them and how do you use them further to your reports? So this is more about it. I have my colleague Tejas with me online. He would like to add on something to the to your question, I believe. Tejas, are you there?
Right, right. Thanks. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, Tripti. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Sohit, hi. This is Tejas. You must be receiving a few emails from my side for this webinars, right? So you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Great, great. Okay. So I saw your question. You were, I believe you are into some kind of a construction management program, right? You're doing that program into RICS and you are inquiring about, you will be doing this particular project on a particular commercial site, I believe, right? And you're saying that you collect the data through Excel and then analyze it, etc., right?
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
yes, now the thing is, now QuestionPro platform basically helps you to create surveys. Like you must have understood by now that it helps you to create surveys, collect data, analyze the data. Now one of the
Yes.
important thing that we'll be covering in our next webinar is collection of data, in which there is one option called as offline mobile application, right? So what you get along with this QuestionPro account is you'll get access to a mobile application which you can use to collect offline data, right? So if
Okay.
in case you do not have access to internet, or for example, in your case, you are on a particular construction site and you're collecting feedback from some of the stakeholders, right? So what you can
Yes.
do is you can have this question pro mobile app, you can have your survey, the questionnaire prepared into the account, collect the data onto your mobile app. Now, how is this going to help you is, so instead of collating all the data into Excel manually, generating reports, analyzing it out of Excel manually, what you can do is you can simply synchronize the data to your question pattern and you will have ready-made reports generated. I also
Okay.
saw a few questions about what questions can be used for this kind of a research, like specifically for you and people from RICS, the students from RICS. What I will do is I will connect with you separately, right? Maybe tomorrow we can get on a call or something, right? There are attendees from different schools as well, different colleges as well. And just addressing your survey topic would not be right. So what I'll do is I'll connect with you separately and help you on what question types you can use in probably for your survey topic, that is, right? And then how QuestionPro will help you in that particular research project. I
Okay.
I
Sure.
believe I was able to answer your question partly, but then we'll connect again and then we will discuss this in detail, right? I
Definitely.
could see that there were a lot of people from RICS joining in, which would be applicable to all the students. So probably I'll be sharing few things with you, and then you in turn can share it with your friends, which will help them as well, right?
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Great, great, sir.
Thank you, Sohit. Thank you, Tejas.
Welcome, ma'am.
All right, I will just speak with a few more guys if anyone is available right now. Um I'm trying to unmute a few. Anand, are you there? Hi, Anand. No. All right. I guess this is it. We don't have any more people online right now to answer to the queries. Deep, are you there? No. All right. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for attending the webinar today. We would really love to hear your feedback, about the webinar, and if there are a certain few specific industry specific things that you would like for us to cover in the upcoming webinars. We would really love to help you on those fronts as well. Do stay tuned for all the upcoming webinars that we'll be conducting. And the email ID we have already discussed. It is edu-india@questionpro.com. So you can write to us all your queries, and we'd love to help you out then. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Mahesh?
Hey, hi Tripti. So guys, thank you so much for attending this webinar today. Stay tuned for the next webinars, and we will shortly share the details with you for the upcoming webinars. So thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye bye.